It's Madden NFL 22, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Niners, and it comes your way next.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
First down throw for Bridgewater. Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 88 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Bridgewater. It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
That is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Dolphins now getting set for their initial possession. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Murray's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Open space inside the 10, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tucker with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look close.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And that will be incomplete as well.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that will be incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there for the Dolphins. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Murray. Here's a diving catch right side.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Murray now on 1st down. It's Hill, complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. A.J. Dillon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now Murray off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got a man. It's Schwartz complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Anthony Schwartz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 36, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. This will be caught once again by Brown. 7 yards, the pickup there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 24, Bridgewater. That's complete to Whitaker. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Derek Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Let's go.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. First down, Murray. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
On play action, it's Murray. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the Jets who were able to come away with the win at home. Joe Burrow leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes.
No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick, please? Thank you. All right, let's go. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back. in quarter number 3. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And a give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They do go for it. It's Murray. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the 4th quarter, even with the loss there on 1st down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
Forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Quiddy Pay able to run him down for a loss of a yard. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Under pressure, they got him again. Derek Brown in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 25 yards out. This is up and good from Pinheiro. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play there for Miami.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Anthony Schwartz there to make the grab. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On second down, Dillon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him hasn't been a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Bridgewater now from the 50. He'll check this down, complete to Dillon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
This is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time.
And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Anthony Schwartz there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater got a man. It's Brown.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bridgewater again. He'll find Aguara complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. From the 27, Bridgewater. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flush to his right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
65, 65, 65.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They run it again with Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be